don't know why we're going back to the same fucking church, Jeremy.
I don't know, Mike, but this guy's got some pretty good points.
But he's probably got more security from the last time we tried to steal his...
He's so charismatic.
I know. That's what cult leaders are, Jeremy. As we're trying to steal another fucking cult podcast.
Intoxicating with his weak chin and his blue eyes.
Well, Jeremy, they got rid of the dildos. They don't have the dildos on their head anymore.
Then what did I bring this for?
But we glued them on, Jeremy. We glued them on.
Why is yours so big?
Well, I had the one that you had. I wanted to wear that one this time. I've been training my neck muscles.
I modeled this one after my own. Look at
It's
it.
very modest.
Look at it.
Very modest.
Look, I'm wiggling it. I'm wiggling it.
It's got the sparkly purple. Well, Jeremy, it looks like they're entering into the. It looks like they're entering into the atrium here.
I think we should
let's try and mingle behind this person. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. So, what's this all about? What's this cult all about?
Well, you see, like, these aliens came in and they're taking over people's brains.
Really?
And we're gonna. Yeah. And oh gosh.
Why do you have a lapel mic on your shirt?
Mike, she's wired up.
Don't worry about it.
Why are you wired up?
Don't worry about it.
Wait,
She's wearing a wire, Mike.
are you infiltrating this cult too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I run a podcast and I wanted some first source material.
That's why we're here.
Mike, she has podcast.
Do you like Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
All right. How about we all leave and go to Dave and Buster's?
Okay. Sounds great.
All right. Jeremy, put that. Why do you have a Molotov? Jeremy, why do you have a Molotov?
He tricked me, Mike.
Jeremy, no!
He's just trying to fuck my wife.
Oh my God! Yeah! Run!
I have special alien serum here for the leader.
No, you give it up. It's fine. We're ready.
I got a special serum for the leader.
Get in the van. Get in the Majizzy van.
Is there candy?
Actually, we do have candy.
Oh fuck yeah!
Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I've slept on the fact that I let you down. And
What do you mean?
I've about the Blink-182 concert.
Oh, and that concert you went to.
Yes, I did. I've been thinking heavily on it, and I feel so bad.
It's okay.
I'm horrified.
I really would have liked to have gone, but it's fine.
I know, and I don't want to bring that. I don't want to have a really
Who
long
knows
conversation.
if they're going to tour again, but it's fine.
They will. I'm sure they will. They're
Yeah.
making lots of money and having fun. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, Jeremy, we're stealing a podcast today, a cult podcast.
Ooh.
It's called
Again?
Yes. Again. Yes. If you haven't heard our first Cult Heist, please go back into our backlog and find that. It's early on, and it was pretty great. So, how did we get here, Jeremy?
How did we get here?
Jeremy, how did we get here?
Ooh. I'm not quite sure. I think you showed up. I was already here.
No, Jeremy, how did we get here? It's the name of the podcast we're stealing.
It's the name of the podcast.
It's the name of the word podcast that we're stealing. And we've abducted the host of this show, Emily. Hello, Emily.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing just peachy. How are you?
Oh, Peachy.
Peachy
That's that.
Kino.
Peachy Kino.
Peachy Kino.
We're doing fantastic, and we're here to talk about cults today, and we're bringing you along for the ride for your own podcast.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to get my notes. Let me get my notes.
These cults are scary, dude. The way they can just convince people to join them. I guess if you're just super nice to somebody, is that the basics of it?
Well, Jeremy, cults are classified as having a all-knowing leader. This person knows everything, and he is to be followed, and his doctrine, his or her doctrine, is going to be followed to the T. Otherwise, enlightenment or being saved or whatever this person has led you to believe won't happen without their intervention and their teachings and their rules.
That's
right?
pretty convenient.
That's one of the biggest parts of a cult. It's one of the biggest classifications. Am I wrong, Emily? Is that pretty standard?
That's pretty standard.
Pretty standard across the board. So we're going to be talking about a cult here today, everybody. It's called the 12 Tribes. The 12 Tribes. Oh, I have a document. I wrote a thing. To whom it may concern.
That's how you wrote your own thing.
So to understand the 12 Tribes, we need to start with its founder, Gene Spriggs, born in Chattanooga, Tennessee in 1937. Spriggs, also known as Yonek, is how he liked to be called. Within the community, he was a man deeply influenced by the turbulent social changes of the 1960s and 70s. Before founding the 12 Tribes, he worked as a carnival showman and a high school football coach. Spriggs was a...
It's a fun way to spend your week, I guess. Yeah. Go on, hey, Billy, I told you to round that corner. Hey, boys, get that elephant out here.
You know, I like this feeling of power I get when I control these children. So Spriggs was a seeker. He was dissatisfied with mainstream Christianity. this lame stream Christianity and the society he saw it was increasingly corrupt and spiritually bankrupt. So he had an answer, right?
So he was gonna just show up and change Christianity. That was his thing.
Absolutely. This
He's had enough.
This lame stream Christianity. He
These
can't
crackers,
stand it.
this bread isn't his skin.
They don't know what they're talking about. I'm not gonna drink blood.
Yeah,
you
wine's
weirdo.
not blood. Get out of here.
Did you have anything that you wanted to add to that statement? Any jokes?
No, I'm just, sitting over here in my Catholic guilt while you're making, you're making jokes about my daddy's flesh.
Oh. Are you an extreme Christian?
No, just a heathen Catholic.
Oh, so you are an extreme Christian.
It's so funny. It's like, yeah, I believe in God. It's like, so you're an extreme?
You're an extremist?
You're an extremist?
How is Catholicism? How is that now?
How is it now? What do you mean?
Yeah, how is it now?
As compared to
Has it chilled out a bit?
Since...
I think the Pope's gonna start blessing like gay marriages. I think I heard.
Oh, is he gonna start? Is he gonna start blessing turkeys on Thanksgiving now?
No,
I hope so.
He comes out dressed as a turkey. He's a furry now.
Oh God,
he's turkey kin.
No.
The second.
Hey woo. Pope comes out and hey woos everybody.
Oh whoa, oh whoa. All right, so. In the early 1970s, Gene Spriggs and his wife, Marcia, began hosting Bible studies and communal meals at a small cafe that they opened in Chattanooga called the Yellow Deli.
How's the yellow?
They like yellow, I guess.
They piss in my ham.
He goes, we got ham and mustard, turkey and mustard, burgers with mustard on it.
If you don't like mustard, get the fuck out.
I got a great deal at this Yellow Shack downtown. Want to put a deli in it, call it the Yellow Deli. This cafe became the nucleus of what would later become the 12 Tribes. So this is where it all started, in this hot dog stand.
Deli.
His deli.
Oh, come around.
Spriggs'
I
teachings.
seen Jesus in my Reuben sandwich.
Well, he wouldn't dare sell a Reuben. You know who buys those.
Well, actually, Jeremy, we'll start getting into because he starts to incorporate a lot of Judaism into
He loves
his new religion.
Reubens.
Yeah, he loves Reubens.
I might have joined this cult, dude. I love a good Reuben.
So Spriggs' teachings were heavily influenced by his interpretations of the Bible, focusing on the early Christian church's communal lifestyle and strict adherence to Scripture. He believed that true Christianity required a complete break from conventional society. You can't be a Christian out in the city. He preached that the modern church had strayed from its roots and that a return to a communal, self-sufficient lifestyle was essential for spiritual purity. And his charisma and fervent beliefs attracted a following of like-minded individuals disillusioned with the mainstream church and society. Get Jesus off of all of your dashboards. Get that bobblehead Jesus fake Messiah away.
Look at all those big buildings. They get in the way between you and Jesus.
He's on all these T-shirts.
Horse-drawn carriage, more like horse-drawn sin.
The 12, so this is, we start going into their beliefs and their practices. So the 12 tribes believe that they are restoring the true Christian church as described in the book of Acts. Members live communally, sharing all of their possessions, adhering to a rigid daily routine of work, worship, and communal activities.
You know what's wrong with Christianity? All the capitalism.
It's my turn to borrow the dildo.
That's the
It's my
people's
turn to use the
dildo.
toilet paper.
It's my turn. Actually, they do have a rule specific. They go into how they are they are so strict about their members' lives. It tells you what type of glasses you can have, which are like round. You have to have round glasses. Get that fucking cat ear bullshit out of here. Those fucking cat glasses. Get out of here. You're the round Benjamin Franklin glasses.
We live in like John Lennon. Imagine,
Oh yeah.
Imagine no possession.
And they even dictate how much toilet paper you are allowed to use in a day, which is 2 sheets. God forbid you eat Taco Bell.
Mike, that's the revolt.
I have IBS. That's a problem.
That's Emily. That's the revolt right there. The second one, I'm going along with all the ideas. I'm like sitting there on my pew, like, you know what? This guy's got some pretty good ideas. He goes 2 squares a day for toilet paper. We have to revolt, overthrow.
It's murder.
Well, someone has to take the throne.
Quote from Sarah T. The communal living was intense. Every aspect of our lives was monitored and controlled by the elders. So I'm confused because when he first starts, he starts his church in the hot dog stand that he made. And then the elders, so it's like, I've been here 17 days.
I'm the elder.
I'm the elder.
And Emily, you spend time working with the elderly. Could you imagine that council? I think it's funny anytime a movie's like, we have to go to our council of elders.
Yeah.
And I think about, like, Harold, what'd you say?
Nazis
You got
everywhere.
You got the nurse behind you, like, okay, Harold, it's time for your pills.
And what about the old horny men? Why don't you wash me down there a little bit?
I'm Santa.
Show me them titties.
Show me them titties. Oh, you got a dick. Oh.
It's everyone hush. It's time for the elders to speak. Show me them titties.
Their
Now,
lifestyle.
let me see them titties.
Their lifestyle.
I haven't got a boner in 20 years.
Their lifestyle includes following a kosher diet and wearing modest, often handmade clothing.
Some modest Yahoo clothing.
Yep. And they observe the Sabbath and Jewish festivals.
They listened to Ozzy Osbourne and celebrated the high holidays.
Quote from Mike B. We wore homemade clothes and ate a very specific diet. It was all part of the discipline and separation from the outside world. And now we go into structure and community. The 12 tribes is organized into self-sufficient communes, each led by a council of elders. So the members work in businesses owned by the community, such as cafes, farms, hot dog stands, and construction companies, with all
Specifically
earnings.
hot dog stands.
Yep, they can't get away from these hot dogs. With all earnings pooled.
They're the ones who started the New York hot dog stand. Started with the 12 tribes. Like, man, these guys are real bad news, but the hot dog stand's a real good idea.
This hot dog got tits on it.
You seen that red water they got in there? It's pretty good.
Hot dogs with thy hot dogs.
They pool all of their money to support the community. So now we go into some like controversies, some criticisms in regards to this cult. Okay, so despite their serene outward appearance, the 12 tribes has faced numerous controversies, accusations of child labor, child abuse, educational neglect, and even kidnapping have been made against the group. There was even one guy who came out and started talking about his experience growing up in this community. And he was, unfortunately, developed deafness as a child. He was deaf. And so, and we'll get into this community's look on how they parent their children, right? Taking a disobedient child and then disciplining. Thank you, disciplining the children. So they are told, and I have a copy of the child training manual that this cult uses, and it is very specific on when and how often you should beat the fuck out of your kids, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, and they're very strict.
Emily, you've got 2 young children. You might be interested in this manual.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
When I was doing research, I was like, Delaney, go choose a stick for me.
Well, that just sounds like growing up down here in the South.
Quote from Emma.
we're just spanking Saturday.
That's right. So, quote from Emma L. We worked long hours in the community businesses. The idea was to serve God through our labor. So, by working for free, right, they would be serving God. And that's, again, this guy's like, through your work you shall worship and make me money.
Free hot dog sale brings you closer to Jesus. It just adds like one big sausage link to heaven.
That's great. Even kidnapping accusations of kidnapping have been made against the group. Quote from Rachel P. As a child, I worked from a young age. We didn't have a traditional education. It was all about learning through work. So again, the children are making these hot dogs in the back for the human consumption.
Who knows where the meat comes from?
And you will learn math and social studies.
1 hot dog times 3 hot dogs is 3 hot dogs. But
And you have a
I'll
quota,
teach you how to
damn it.
count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you have
Quit fucking crying.
You got a quota, damn it. You need 5 hot dogs. Their insular education system often fails to meet state standards. So the state has been repeatedly sent out to these communities to interfere with how they are teaching their children. Additionally, there have been multiple allegations of child abuse, including physical discipline, that critics argue is abusive.
what, you can't whip your kids anymore?
Well, Jeremy, it's not about
What is this?
not whipping your kids.
1 minute you're not whipping your kids, the next minute they're furries.
So, Jeremy, what I would like to share with you is the over 400-page training manual on child training. I have a section I'm going to read.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through
Thank
300 fucking. I did read over it for 2 hours to kind of see what was in it. Right. So I have to go to page 110. Bear with me.
That's where all the juicy stuff is. There's like a little, there's a statement. If you've read this far, you've now reached the truth. Page 110.
Right. Okay. So what they do is, if your child disobeys you, spank him so that he will never do it again. If you are disobedient to authority, you are disobedient to God. A parent who hesitates is lost, and his child will be lost as well. And then it says, discipline your child immediately. Discipline your child immediately. Discipline your child immediately. And then it gives a fucking Bible verse. Diligence is spanking them early without hesitation. Disciplining them early is love. Disciplining them late equals hate. Early means you do it in the proper time. The leaders of the communities are going to the second death for believers if they are not making sure the child training teachings were being taught. If you spare the rod, if you don't discipline your child early, it means you hate your child and hate the word and hate the teachings and you hate the anointing.
It makes it sound like while you're beating him with a stick, you're crying. I'm doing this because I love you.
It says, make sure your child understands your direct command, which is spoken loud enough for them to hear. 2, make sure you teach your children. Make it plain why you are spanking them in love. Make sure you discipline them at the dawn, before the rebellion permeates their being, before they can anticipate your wrong behavior.
Wait, Mike, I was with it until that last. I was like, you know what? That's pretty good advice. You should discipline them right on time. Get on it early. Make sure you're not getting bad. But before the rebellious hour takes place and sullens their soul.
Yeah.
Before they're filled with deceit and hate and vile.
Don't delay. What is America's favorite pastime? And then I joked and said baseball.
Well, yeah, right?
Oh, you're beating your child.
It's baseball or pornography. It's
and then it says
other.
Procrastination.
Wow.
Late is hate, early is love. If we deal with things later, the rebellion that develops from it's virtually impossible to deal with. All right, so then this is the last bit for the child part, okay? So discipline them so they won't want to do it again. Don't say to your child, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. Discipline them so they won't want to do it again. Tell them in love that they are making you do this. Tell them I love you and I don't want to see you go off into rebellion.
I'm doing this because I love you.
You made me do this! You made me do this, you bitch!
Was that, Mommy, no. Mommy, please. That's not your child. That's the people's child. We all get to beat that child.
I didn't cover that, but that is something that they do.
Yep.
They all beat the children. It doesn't matter.
That's what they do.
Yep. Anyone who sees a child act out, they just all beat the child. No warning, just beat it.
Has anyone hit this child today?
Your bruises are healing too fast.
Good morning, Mrs. Smith. I was just wondering if I could borrow little Johnny for a little smacking.
Gotta get my workout in. So that is literally taken out of their training manual on how to deal with your child specifically.
So this is the 12 tribes cult, started in the 30s. Do they still even exist today?
Yes, they do, Jeremy, and we have one here in Florida.
No, wait,
yes, we do.
They still exist right now.
They still exist right now.
And they're all over the place?
They even have podcasts.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Do you want to hear one?
Yeah, I do. We cue something up. We can play what their opening. They got a cool opening music.
Here, I'll give you some titles of some episodes. Time to Gather.
Emily, is this someone you would like to get on as a guest, or maybe guest appear on one of their 12 Tribes episodes?
Yeah.
So we have Lost Your First Love. What was lost? To believe is to obey, and obeying is huge in this fucking cult. Like
No.
it is
Huge.
Huge.
If you're
Big league.
not obeying and doing exactly as you're told,
I'm not saying the 12 tribes is the best tribe, but they tell me that they're the best tribes.
a call to gather at that time. If God lived on my street, I think that one would be fun. Hey, this one's
Isn't
only
that
two.
Isn't that a Celine Dion song or something?
What would it look like if God lived down the street? One of your children reads you a poem.
Mike, we should make that. We've been making songs, Emily. We've started this new thing where we've been making songs. What if God lived on your street? Sounds like a beautiful punk rock song, Mike.
This is 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Do you want me to play it?
Just the beginning. Let's see
I
where
don't know.
it goes.
I don't know if Emily's going to be able to hear it. Can you hear this,
God
Emily?
lived on my street, I'm
No.
sure the house
Yeah.
would be big. To have lots of rooms for all the widows and orphans who live
Well,
there.
pause it. It said, if God lived on my street, there'd be plenty of room for all of the orphans and widows on the street.
The widows.
It would be their home, not some institutional orphanage with bars on the windows. I'm sure the rooms would have windows to let lots of light in.
Oh, no.
The house would probably be old and fixed up, not new and plastic.
Okay,
There-
all right, Mike, pause again. So the house isn't going to be new, it's going to be old, but it's not going to
But it's gonna be fixed up. It's a fixer-upper.
It's going to be fixed up, but old, not new and plastic.
And then sold for a profit.
Okay, all right. Well, Emily
Oh my
can't hear
gosh.
this. This isn't, I don't know if we should keep going with.
Well, our listeners heard it.
Oh, they did? Well, let's give me a little more, Mike. Hit
Okay.
me with another 5
Be a
seconds.
nice white fence around the house, so that the children are safe inside. It would have a gate that
Wait,
is
wait,
easy
wait,
to
Mike,
open.
pause it. They just claimed that having a pretty white fence outside would keep them safe. Are they
Yes.
saying that they should build a wall?
Shut up.
So the guests could come in. No mean dog would bark and scare people. Lots of people would live in
Wait,
God's
Mike,
house.
what happens to the dogs that bark?
Well, they said no mean dogs would bark
Yeah,
and
but-
scare people away.
You don't know if a dog's going to turn into that. What if you have one that does? What
It's
happens
true.
to that dog?
It could.
What about like furries that yiff?
That whiff, that the yiff and they woo, Mike. Oh God,
Nailed it.
no.
Sure, because people...
Jeremy, listen to this child tell about where God lives.
Because God doesn't want to be alone. He's not a lonely God.
Pause it.
You get 3 words in it and you tell me to pause it.
Emily, you're a Catholic woman. God doesn't want to be alone. God fears loneliness. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I guess like that just sounds pretty creepy. Like you wouldn't want God to be lonely, would you?
It's a little child. I wish you could hear it, Emily. It's like an 8-year-old child.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on.
God doesn't want us to be lonely. All of us orphans and widows should live in a house. Not a new one, an old one.
So, all right. So let's see here. Many have labeled the 12 Tribes a cult due to its authoritarian leadership and practices that isolate members from mainstream society. The group has faced numerous legal challenges, including raids by Child Protection Services and investigations into labor practices. Sure, that makes sense.
Cops, you can't bust in here. This is the house that orphans and widows built.
They've also stated that in these societies, when it comes to child abuse, when it comes to child molestation, things like that, these children will go and they'll tell the elders or they'll tell their own parents that that some other fucking member did something bad, and then they just shoot these kids down. Absolutely not. Unacceptable. Nope. That never happened. Sweep it under the rug.
Elder Jeffrey, he put a sausage in my hot dog bun down at the Yellow Deli.
Jerry.
He put mustard all over my face. I said no.
So yeah, the children would tell them that they're being beaten too much or too hard, or there was a horrible situation of molestation, and then everyone just sweeps it under the rug. The elders sweep it under the rug. The main Marcia, the wife of the leader, she was even involved when one of the members came up to Gene Spriggs, the main guy, and told him about all the bad stuff that was happening to him. Gene wept. He wept for this man. He cried. It was horrible. It was horrible. And then when the guy was leaving, who told Gene about it, Marcia, his wife, comes up. She's like, "Don't you ever come at him with this again. You keep that to yourself. It is obviously a lie. You just want attention, you fuck. Get out of here." And so the wife lady, and she was one of the worst of it when it came to no marital sex, out of marriage sex, all these things. And then when it came to near the end of, like, as they were getting really old, it comes to find out she was involved in multiple affairs from Gene, her husband. And so the group got really out of touch with the leadership because they were being ostracized. People were being like forced to leave the group when they didn't want to. They were being shamed publicly in the community. They would have whole meetings beating down somebody for their behavior, things like that. And she was out fucking a bunch of other dudes the whole time. It's almost like a double standard.
She was
Very common in cults.
No, she was creating more orphans.
Well, we need more labor at the
They
hot
have
dog
to
stand.
yes, there's not enough people. The water hasn't been
Not enough hot
changed.
dog makers.
That's right.
Someone has to ground the mustard seeds.
Hey everybody, Future Michael here. Just want to tell you about our band of the week, which will play at the end of the episode. It's the Crimson Ghost with their song, The Curse of the Mummy. Ooh, spooky. Ah, that spooky horror punk. So good. Anyway, we're brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules, as well as various other shows and content, like the Game Podcast, which is a tabletop discussion type podcast, and Nerd News, which is where you go to get all the news that's out there in the nerddom. And then also Fables from the Forgotten, an audio drama, fully engineered soundscapes, immaculate acting and writing, immersive experience. Check it out. We do play 2 songs near the end of the episode. The first one is an AI song that I made. So with the help of Josh at Dungeon Studios. It's hilarious. But listen to that too. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Mike, I just looked up. I looked up this cult, and there is a phone number.
Yes, there is a local
There is a phone number.
number.
Should we call
here.
out where it is? It's the 12 tribes of
Arcadia?
Arcadia.
Arcadia?
In-
That just makes me think of Bioshock.
Yeah.
Hey, you must get down to Arcadia!
Wait, that's. If you please.
Yeah,
is
if you please.
If you please get down to Arcadia.
Get down to Arcadia.
There's a fucking phone number, Mike.
There's a phone number for
The
this
Yellow
cult here
Deli.
in Florida. Yep.
It's the Yellow Deli in Arcadia. This
Yeah.
is nuts.
Yeah.
Emily, we're about to blow this thing wide open.
I want to call them and ask them
Do
if
it.
they do have any hot dogs.
We just call up as people looking for hot dogs.
Yeah.
Place an order.
All right, let me grab us a drink. Sorry,
All right, where was
I
I?
was fucking with buttons. I apologize.
Quote from Lisa M. It's a cult. They control every aspect of your life and use fear and manipulation to keep you in line. Some children were even taken from their parents to ensure they stayed. That blows. Pretty standard, though. You know, they don't like it when people leave the cult.
Well, maybe they cared more about the children, Mike.
But you said there's a phone number.
Yeah.
What's that phone number, Jeremy?
You want me to put it in?
Hold on, let me get the phone, the Google phone. Hold on.
Their website's very convincing, by the way. It's shiny. You ready?
No. Got to get the Google phone.
So what? We got some questions loaded up for these people, or
Hi, is this the deli?
what? The Yellow Deli? Are we ordering brats, or
Can you please talk to us about your Lord and Savior?
can we get your mission statement?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, give me that phone number.
All right, it's 863 60.
Okay.
The 12 tribes. The Yellow Deli in Arcadia.
Answer.
They do follow, like you said, Judaism, which would make today Shabbat.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't work on the Sabbath.
Right.
They don't have a voicemail? We can't install voicemails. That would take away a job from a human being. Well, that sucks. I wanted to talk to somebody at the Yellow Deli. Anyway. Emily, what do you think that they have at the Yellow Deli?
I would hope a good pastrami.
Do we have a menu? Is there a menu online, Jeremy?
I can I'll do my best.
All
Hold
right,
on.
you look that up. I'm going to continue on.
I do like a pastrami though. Just anything on rye with just the sauerkraut. The Reubens are so good.
Oh, I love me a good Reuben.
Did you know Publix makes a Reuben, Mike? Did you know that?
Yeah,
You can go right up to the deli and ask them for a Reuben. They'll
right
make
up
you a
to
Reuben.
that deli.
Just walk right up. You go, excuse me. You walk past the ticket counter.
And the sushi.
Yes. The odd sushi shows up.
To outsiders, we looked like a peaceful, loving community. Inside, it was a different story, says Jane R. Today, the 12 tribes communities exist in several countries, including the United States, Canada, Australia, and Spain, and their membership is believed to be in the thousands. Who are you calling? Oh, okay. Who are you calling?
Nothing. Continue.
No, I want to wait.
No, I'm doing a thing. You're fine.
Okay. Even though they face legal issues, they've managed to keep their communities running and expanding, says Peter W. The 12 tribes often defend their practices by citing religious freedom and the right to raise their children according to their beliefs.
Tribes, and I'm really sorry I didn't get to your call, but please call back or leave a message, leave your name and
Call
number,
back?
and I'll be happy.
They have a direct phone number you found?
Thank you for calling. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message.
Are you gonna?
When you have finished
Would you like to
recording,
leave him a
you may
message,
hang
Mike?
No!
Press 1.
I found a direct line.
Jeremy's got to know.
I found him. It
What's,
says 24 hours a day.
what's that phone number, Jeremy?
1-888 838.
It's the Sabbath. They're not going to answer any of their phones, Jeremy. It's the Sabbath. They are not picking up the phone. You calling again? Oh, it's a different number? All right. Anyway, quote from Anna C. They always said it was about religious freedom and living according to God's will. And they've issued statements. That was from Anna C. They've issued statements and opened their communities to outsiders to counter negative perceptions and accusations. The 12 tribes have been the subject of numerous documentaries, news articles, and investigations, which have brought their practices to public attention. Laura N. says the media coverage finally brought to light what so many of us had experienced in silence. Their distinct lifestyle and controversial practices have influenced discussions on religious freedom, child welfare, and the definition of cults. Understanding the 12 tribes requires recognizing the complexity of their religious convictions, communal lifestyle, and the controversies surrounding them. Kelly F. says it is important to see both sides, the devotion of the members and the control exerted by the leaders. Now, while some view them as an example of religious devotion, others highlight the potential dangers and abuses within such closed communities. So, Jeremy, now that we've kind of covered the mainstay of this cult, is it so bad, Jeremy?
Their food looks delicious, Mike. I'm on the website right now.
Oh my God, they got pie.
Look at that
and soup.
cheesecake.
Look at that soup.
Oh my God, dude. That's a bisque. That's a tomato bisque.
Emily, how much forgiveness of child abuse can you give based on a good pie?
I mean, if it's a good pumpkin pie, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe a little forgiveness.
maybe a little bit. You know, maybe the kids deserved it.
Looks like they just have cheesecake and key lime. So maybe
Oh,
not
I
that much
hate
abuse.
key lime.
Well, we're in Florida. It's a staple. I hate it too, but it's everywhere. I've even seen auto repair shops that have key lime on a stick. Oh, I passed another
Ew.
fun sign. Another Florida sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
I passed it. It says guns and coffee.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
That sounds amazing.
Get a cup of Joe and a Glock.
Yeah. You walk in, shoot a couple rounds.
I'll take that there double barrel shotgun and a iced latte, please.
I only drink Black Rifle coffee.
Oh,
Mike,
man.
we have a show question.
Emily, I think it's about that time as we now have discussed this cult. We have a question that we ask everybody that comes on the show. And now I need a win at this point. I need a win. So no bias. So Who is better for your own reasons, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone?
Oh my gosh. I don't. I would go Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Very good. That's perfect. I love it. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, please
You're welcome.
Please tell our audience why.
I guess he was in the last one of the most recent movies I've watched. So I don't know. I like him. I like his voice.
It's great.
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
Huzzah! And that's another Schwarzenegger.
Schnitzel.
So what is your take on this cult? These 12 tribes, you know?
I mean, it kind of sounds like your run-of-the-mill cult, isolated, a bunch of these cults are like rooted in Christianity, and then like you're isolated from society. Like, come on, let's be creative here. I mean, at least they got hot dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm kind of in for the cheap hot dogs. You just show up and they're like, "Hey, man, you want to sit down for a sermon?"
I wanted to find.
I would like Chicago style hot dogs. I guess it's all right.
Abominable.
How do you like your hot dogs, Mike?
I like chili dogs, chili cheese dogs,
I also
slaw
like-
dogs.
Chili cheese dogs with coleslaw
Yeah, slaw dogs.
and a little bit of maybe ketchup or mustard on them. Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
What's your go-to hot dog, Emily, or did you already say?
Chicago style.
Yeah.
So no ketchup.
Okay.
That's a big no out there.
I'm a no ketchup on my hot dog. I'm a mustard, chili, cheese, coleslaw.
Have you had sriracha ketchup?
I have. It's great. It's
Good
perfect.
stuff.
What about Cranch?
Cranch. For some strange reason, my brain went to like ranch, like the Koran ranch.
Oh,
Cran ranch, cranch.
I'm pretty sure we can make fun of the Colts, but I don't think we can make fun of that one, Mike.
I'm just saying.
No.
Oh yeah, I don't want to offend more furries. Oh God! Thank everybody. Thank you all.
Alhamdulillah. Everybody.
Thank you all for joining us today. We have been Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. We're on all the podcast things. We're hey, if you're listening to us in Atlanta, Shabbat Shalom on a Tuesday.
Oh, I forgot. Emily, where do you stand on the Israel-Palestine conflict?
I like
It's
either
okay.
both sides. Both sides, kids are dying. Like, let's just stop this nonsense.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
which kids should we kill though?
Oh God, Jeremy.
no kid
Nope.
should die.
Correct.
But which ones are the bad kids?
None of them are bad, Jeremy. None of them are bad.
Everyone
Like,
I've asked this question.
I really don't have an opinion on this.
There we go.
I've asked
We go.
I've asked this question like 30 episodes in a row, and every single guest has had the perfect answer, and it's not answering the question. It's
As they
great.
shouldn't. As they no. Oh God,
We did have one.
I-
We did have one,
and
who
I
was
lost
very
that.
passionate. Yeah.
I lost that interview.
Yep.
The Sandy K.
Yep.
Oh God.
He's a very
I
passionate,
couldn't find it. I
very
was going to
funny-
release it. I was going to release that Patreon like this week, but for some strange reason,
It's gone?
It's gone.
It's the best one.
It's got to be somewhere. I don't know what happened to it.
They really just thought they had it all figured out.
Contact the show. We have a phone number. It's 903-287-0660. Leave us a voicemail. Send us a text. We'll include you.
Mike, we have a voicemail. Go ahead and play it.
Nope.
Oh, we don't?
No voicemail this
well,
week.
Shame.
No one sent us a voicemail. Well, I mean, we do have repeat, text messages from Cynthia, who thanks us for making her Mondays more enjoyable.
We have some of those?
Yeah, I just told it to you. I just said it.
Well, let's play one.
It's not
Go
a voice.
ahead,
It's
cue
not.
that up,
It's
Mike.
a text message,
Oh, okay.
and I just told you what it said.
We have a band of the week. Mike, what is it this week? Is
It's-
it Blink 182?
It's insert band name here. Thank you, future Michael. I appreciate you. And let's see. We hit a treasure. Follow some clues. You know what? Tell me if you message me and it's like, yo, give me a clue to your treasure. I'll just give you one. I'll just give you a clue.
Emily, we hid a real treasure. It's got diamonds, gold, silver.
And the legendary thought lost to time, Blackbeard's dildo.
It's a real artifact that exists in a box buried somewhere.
Correct. In some part of Florida.
That's how much we narrowed it down. We started so broad. Like, it's definitely here. In Florida.
And then one day Jimmy was like, it's like, well, I'm not going to say it. You go listen to our other episodes if you want clues. So,
Okay.
Let's see. What else, Jimmy?
We tried doing video today. You wrote a couple country songs, too.
You want to listen to one?
Yeah, go ahead. Plug it up. Can Emily hear it, though?
No, she
it's
can't.
kind of,
You know what? I'll just play
plug it in
I'll
later.
just play it in post.
Yeah.
It takes two for the rhythm to flow, yeah. But three's where the passion starts to show. Hey, we're tangled up in sheets tonight, in the warmth of soft moonlight. Oh, three hearts beat with a single flame. One love, no judgment, no shame. Three hats hung by the bedroom door. Boots kicked off, jeans on the floor. In the still of night, we find our heat. Three lovers, no secrets to keep. Three hearts beat with a single flame. One love, no judgment, no shame. But when the stars align and the feelings grow, three men with a single heart they show. Hands all over, making the night ignite. Three penises tangled, lost in the moonlight. Three hearts beat with a single flame. One love, no judgment, no shame. As the sun rises, the dawn spills in. Three shadows merge where the night begins. Trail of kisses, fingers entwined. Heart's compass points where bodies align. Three hearts beat with a single flame. One love, no judgment, no shame.
Ah, what a hilarious song about gay cowboy sex.
You didn't expect that, did you?
The second I've heard the first lyric.
No, impossible. So, I think that's it, Jeremy.
I love you, buddy.
Go to our Patreon. Listen to our interview with Emily about her podcast on our Patreon. Patreon.com/MajizzyPod. MJSYPOD. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
All right, Jeremy, I love you.
I love you too.
I love you, Emily.
Love you guys too.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
The mighty curse began, all I got, loudly scream, the curse I keep, hard line, I got out, secret side, Karna God is ready for blood, their revenge is done, ready to destroy, their
She deserves it, Mike.
Jeremy, I know you're a proponent for hitting kids, but this is egregious.
They have cheesecake.
It's egregious.
Mike, there's hot dogs everywhere.
Emily, put that rod down. Stop it.
Treat hot dogs.
Oh no, they got Emily.
They're so persuasive, Mike.
Oh, they got her with the hot dog.
They're juicy. They're the perfect consistency.
Is that a chili dog? They got chili dog in there?
Yeah, they put coleslaw on the chili dog, Mike.
Oh my God, Delaney, go pick out a stick. That'll be your new stick.
Get a smaller one. They hurt more.
Oh my God, check this hot dog's so good.
I'm gonna eat the other side of it. You want to share a hot dog?
Do you guys want to take all your clothes off and put on clothes that we make out of crochet?
I made these clothes out of hot dog skins.
I made this sweater out of my eyelashes.
Jeremy, we gotta wear the round glasses. Put these on. Dude, look at you. Oh, you look like Morpheus.
I will fuck all your hot dogs.
What? No, that's
Give me all your hot dogs. I will fuck them.
Well, Jeremy's
So saith the Lord.
Jeremy's shoving hot dogs into his own urethra. This is horrifying.
If God didn't want me to shove hot dogs in all these holes, he wouldn't have given them to me.
That's fair.
I'm going to take a bath in hot dog water.
I'll join you.
Well, we did it.
This is where we live now, together, in harmony.
Imagine all the hot dogs.
Got that.
Covered in mustard.
We get sued by the Beatles.
What, you think Paul McCartney's standing up for that shit? Come on.
Yeah, it falls under parody law. We're fine.
He's best friends with the guy who fucked a bunch of kids.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, there's Sir Paul McCartney right over there.
He's leader of the Yellow Deli.
Oh my God, that guy can take a hot dog. Look at that. I did not know Paul McCartney could take a hot dog like that.
Yoko Ono was chanting all those, screaming into the microphone, trying to warn us about Paul McCartney in the Yellow Deli.
Well, I feel comfortable here.
Yep, this is the life.
Can I work here at the deli, though?
No, Mike, there's no money here.
There's too many kids. They got all the good jobs.
We're communists now.
Communists?
That's
communes. All right, well, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah, everyone's
Shabbat Shalom.
Jewish.
We got to get ready for our bar mitzvahs.
Mazel tov on beating your child. What's in the hot dog? Is it a beef hot dog? If it's not a beef hot dog, I can't eat it.
You know what?
Emily, this is all okay. I'm Jewish.
So, Jeremy,
Okay.
the guy at the counter, we got to get to work. The guy at the counter has ordered the Moyle special, so we got to get on that.
Oh.
This guy likes his pastrami chopped up, but I have to do it with my teeth because I'm a Moyle.
He wants Moyle and vinegar on his hot dog.
Oh, there's a little bit of meat hanging over your breath. I got that. Nom, 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 nom.
A magical time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy's on the board. Can't wait to talk about child abuse.